Welcome back, family and friends, to another episode of Independent Joe. Tonight, what I got for you is an Old Elk product, but not just any Old Elk product. It is Old Elk Infinity Blend. I was going to start it off by saying to infinity and all beyond and all that stuff, but I thought it was kind of corny in my head, so I didn't do all that. But yeah, so what we've got here is I'm going to call it a 2022 product. And it is going to be added to a possibility of being one of my favorites of 2022. I'm not saying it's going to be the favorite, but I am going to put it in there because it came out like mid to end of December of 2021. We didn't see it until like March or so. So this is going to be included into my best of 2022. So be on the lookout for that. Of course, I'm trying to get through these videos with a lot of the whiskeys that I've gotten in this past year and trying to catch up. So that should get me to about 200 videos. This should be the 165th video. Thanks. Let me do a little pat on the back. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, so 165 videos down with this video right here. 699 subs. Really appreciate you all for supporting me. Patrons, of course, love you guys. Thank you. A few of the new subscribers is Whiskey Scout. Really appreciate you, brother. He's also got a channel. Hasn't done videos in a while, but he's making a comeback. But don't call it a comeback. He's been here for years. That's what I hear, anyways. David Johnson, James Norwood, Britt Sue, Rot Gut, Ed. Could have sworn you already subscribed, brother. But him and his dad are also going to make a comeback. But don't call it a comeback. And T-Fam, I really appreciate you. And thank you for your support and for going with me on this journey. Because this is fun doing this stuff where I get to taste whiskey and then let you know as far as what I'm getting. I ain't telling you it's good, bad, or indifferent. I'm just telling you just kind of what I'm getting. But I appreciate you all for taking this journey with me. Love you all. Marine Corps, woo! Happy birthday again to you all. I would toast you right now, but I'm still going over the bottle information, so I will toast you in a bit. So back to the bottle. 114.9. This is a blend of whiskeys, and it is sourced. So I know they have some of their own distillate, or at least I believe so. Please leave in the comments. Let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I know they're coming out with some of their own distillate stuff. But this one right here is not their own. This is source whiskey. 60% of it is MGP. 6-year-old MGP, but it's still MGP. The what is that called? The mash bill. The mash bill is at 51% corn, 34% malt, and 15% rye. The remaining 40% of this is a blend of two different whiskeys, an 11 and a 12-year, which make up the rest of what's in this bottle. Undisclosed mash bill, because they are not telling us from where they got this whiskey from, so it could be anywhere. So, but with all that said, it still should be good. This is their first limited release. So they're planning on doing an annual limited release, which I know all of us can appreciate because we like when the limited releases come out. That's great news, Old Elk. Just kidding. I mean, we really don't like limited releases. Make good whiskey. Make them all limited releases by making good whiskey. Scratch off that limited release on the bottle and just say, hey, this is good whiskey, buy it. Because we get to know your brand, we like your brand, we like what you put in these bottles. When you put limited release on there and people go crazy and start selling on secondary, maybe you like that hype, but we don't. Especially those of us who are trying to get these bottles so that we can let the public know what's going on. And they see limited release, and not they, but some people see limited release, and then all of a sudden it's gone. It's off the shelves. Nobody can see it. Nobody can find it. Nobody can drink it. Nobody can review it. That's probably a plus for some people. But anyways, why did they call it the Infinity Blend? Well, it is a nod for people who at home like to blend their whiskeys and try to make a more perfect whiskey. Become a whiskey blender yourself at home. You got your home whiskey cabinet. You can make your own blends, and well, this is a nod to them. I've made a couple of whiskey blends, and some of them not so popular, mainly because I tend to throw a little bit of the cinnamon spice, if you know what I mean, in there, and not a lot of people like that. So, but they got 3 whiskeys in here for their Infinity Blend. We got a few. We got like places like Bardstown and Barrel saying, "Hold my blend. I'm going to show you what an Infinity Blend is," because sometimes they throw bottle after bottle, whiskey after whiskey inside of some of these things, and then you got a long list of different whiskeys that go in. So they're Infinity Blends are a little bit more of an infinity, because sometimes you can't. The list is too long to talk about which whiskeys are in there. But yeah, so that's all the information I got. I'm gonna go ahead and go in on the nose on this whiskey here. Real meaty. I get more of the Kentucky, even though it's a higher percentage of it is MGP. I'm getting more Kentucky on the nose on this. I know that sounds weird, but I get this weird meaty scent on the nose when it's more sweet, less floral, I guess, if you will. Very little. There is some there. Some of that, I guess, alcohol spike to it on the nose, but not too bad. You do get a lot of that oak, rich oak, sweet oak, some caramel. Overall, just a nice sweet aroma coming from the glass. Not too overpowering with the alcohol or anything like that. Just a real nice sweet smell. And the way it coats the glass is like a that. In my Marine Corps Glen Rock. But look at that juice. So yeah, it's coming down the sides right there, and there ain't nothing left to do but to taste it. So see a shot, take a shot is what's going around right now. Sergeant Sahir. Appreciate you. Cheers to everybody out there. Cheers to all the Marines families, everybody taking that journey with those people who put their hand up for that oath. So appreciate you all. Love you all. Cheers. I'm gonna go ahead and go in on the first drink. On the palate, getting more of the MGP, 60%, 60-40. On the nose, I was getting more of that Kentucky aroma. The MGP is standing out a little bit more. Surprisingly, I guess it shouldn't be much of a surprise, because it is at 114.9, but there is a burst of I don't like saying heat or hot. Like, it ain't hot. It's just that heat combined with flavor that just overpowers the palate. Really nice, really smooth going down. You start to feel the warmth in the chest. That is secondary to what you get as far as the flavor, in my opinion. Really good blend. Really nice blend. Really good in flavor. Something that I can really sit down, drink, and appreciate. All that oak is there, that sweet oak, a little bit of sweet tobacco in it, not too much, but there is some there. Caramel, just all the nice flavors you like in a Kentucky blended with an MGP. So, and is at, 51% corn, so just really nice. 34% malt. It ain't malty though. I get some of that malt, but it ain't malty. Yeah. So with the malt, it ain't all there. So I mean, but there's a little bit there. It's more of a multi-pass, for those of you who know that movie. Yep. Really good, really nice. Great finish. Not too long, but long enough to where you can enjoy it. And that's all I got for you. Appreciate you all. Love you all. Hit like, hit subscribe, do all that stuff. Comment if you've had this before. Let me know what you think of it. And have a good morning, afternoon, good night, whatever time you're watching this. Appreciate you all. Love you. Good night.